Hey guys, my name's Jordan. This is like the first video I've ever done like this, so bear with me. But I'm 23 years old. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am 1 week removed from my VSG surgery. Yes, I have all my little, you can't see them, but they're down here, my little stickies, my little incisions. I have 5 of them. I'll get more into that in a minute, just kind of my backstory. I just want to take time to kind of introduce myself and what led me to this decision, and yeah. Like I said, I'm 23. My favorite color is pink. I have a major sweet tooth. That's my problem. I love sweet stuff. Sushi is my favorite food, specifically like spicy tuna. Ooh, chef's kiss. It's my favorite. I love makeup and I live for lashes. Like, you will probably never see me like going out without lashes on. Just how I am. I'm a huge Disney nerd. Massive Disney nerd. Love anything. Love going to the parks. Missing them right now because of COVID. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I know it is like February 2nd, and that's still up, and my tree is still up. You can cut me some slack because it's really tall. I just had surgery. My fiance is busy with work, and I work from home, and just haven't got to it yet. We'll jump back on that. I just got engaged about 2.5 weekends ago. There's my ring. It's already starting to get a little loose, just a little. My fiance's name is Michael. He's from Indiana, and he has a daughter, Vanessa, who is 8. So one day, whenever we get married, she'll become my stepdaughter. Sweet girl. She's playing in the other room. I work from home right now, but I'm eventually going to transition to going into work. Let's see. I went to the University of Arizona, and I graduated in 2019. Bear down. On the Disney nerd topic, such a Disney nerd that we're planning a Disney wedding. I'm planning a Disney wedding, and Michael's just gonna have to go with it. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I have a dog. You can't see her. She's on the couch. Not supposed to be, but she's on the couch. Her name's Lily. My parents live out here in Arizona, and I have 2 siblings who are younger than me, who live with them still. And I can't think of anything else. So, little backstory, I've always been overweight. I have always been overweight, even as a kid. But the difference was when I was a child, I did a lot of sports, and I was good at them. So it kept me in like, slim thick. I was overweight, but I wasn't feeling it, and I was fit, But like tennis, as I started gaining weight with tennis, I started falling out of love with tennis because I just couldn't move, Then I did softball. Love softball, but I was a great hitter. I had a lot of gusto, all this meat, but couldn't run. Then I did plays in high school. Didn't really work out that much, and I started to get really depressed in high school. My siblings were adopted when I was 14, right before I started my freshman year. And going from being an only child for 14 years of my life, and then, hey, here's 2 siblings. Figure it out. Completely flipped my world upside down. So I turned to food, because food doesn't come with stress. Well, it does, it's hidden, But I turned to food. Now that's kind of where my unhealthy relationship with it started. I crash dieted pretty much from 14 to a year ago. I mean, we're talking, I did H&T diet, I did Atkins, I've done keto, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done extreme calorie cutting, like extremely, we're talking like 600 calories a day on a normal stomach. I have done the high fat diet, I forget what it's called. I've done anything and everything, and because of that, I developed anorexia. I developed binge eating disorder. I went to college. I set my mind to getting into a sorority in college. my mother's sorority, and I got in. So that was a major boost, but I was about 200 pounds at the time of rush. So rushing was miserable, and I was scared I wouldn't get in. And then when I did, I was like, oh my God, they saw me for me. It wasn't my size, but it was crazy. But then, stuff happened in college. There were some jerks, for lack of better words. People posted stuff about me being a fat, 200 pounds, a fat girl in a sorority. Just wrong. And then I just had some roommate trouble. I mean, we all do, especially when it's random, so it happens. But after the being made fun of for the sorority stuff, I really hold up. I stopped going to my classes. I stopped going to my sorority house to see my friends. I stayed in my dorm, and I ate and ate and ate and ate. Yeah. And I ballooned to about probably about 275, 280 freshman year. So freshman 80. And then that summer and through sophomore year, the same situation. I moved into an apartment. I just kept eating. I didn't have any friends really at this point. I'd shut everyone out. I just watched Netflix. I stayed in my room, and I stopped doing school, stopped going to school, stopped doing homework, just stopped. And I almost failed out of college. So then junior year, basically I was probably 3-something already. And I told myself, you know what, you're fat. Right now, you're fat. So you have 2 options. You can focus on your weight right now, or you can focus on your school right now. And I thought about it, kind of going in. I said, I don't want to fail out of school. I've worked too damn hard. I was a great student in high school. I was a great student in college when I started. I'm not going to let my depression and my binge eating keep me from getting this damn degree. So I threw myself into school. And I mean threw. I bulked up my class load. I was taking 3 or 4 courses during the summer. I mean, I really, really pushed myself. And I did turn it around. So that was another big confidence booster. Hey, yeah, I can do it. But, of course, my weight to the wayside. I still was not going out. Didn't have many friends. I had a couple. Let me phrase that. I had a couple. My best friend was still in Phoenix, and I had a couple other friends from my childhood. And I had a few friends just kind of scattered on campus. But, they all have their own lives. I should not, I felt like I was burdening them. So, that was kind of shitty. I felt bad. I shouldn't have, but I did. But anyways, at this time, I was like, I gotta do something. I hated how I felt. I hated all my binge episodes. I could go into more detail of that in a different video, but there's just some bad ones. I look back, I can't believe it. I could never. I liked hamburgers before. Now I could probably do a hamburger maybe once every couple months because of some episodes that I can tell you about. Too much of something can ruin it. Sorry, my stitch hurts. Anyways, senior year, I started thinking about, getting gastric sleeve or gastric bypass because I was looking it up on Instagram and Google, just kind of researching it and trying to wrap my head around it, what it was. I graduated in 2019. Let me backtrack. My 21st birthday was in 2018, and I got on the scale for that. I hadn't been on a scale since probably the end of freshman year. The highest I ever saw was around my 21st birthday. I was 386 pounds. Oh, God. I'm embarrassed to say that. But yeah, I was 386 pounds. I didn't touch a scale again. I did make some really good friends in senior year, Clarissa and Allison. They're just lovely girls. They changed my life more than I think they'll ever know. They really kind of helped me get out of my depression funk, just being who they are. So, I don't know if they'll ever see this, but if they did, y'all mean the world to me, and I do love you with all my heart. Their kindness really helped, if that makes sense. And then my best friend, she was wonderful, a wonderful, wonderful human being. But she was in Phoenix, so we were apart, so it sucked, you know. Being an hour and a half apart, we barely saw each other for those 4 years, you know. We did talk, like on the phone and texting, but just, you know, it's not the same as hanging out with her. Sorry, I'm really, like, my arm itches, like, right here. Anyways, so senior year, met them, whatever, you know, my weight was whatever. I graduated. I graduated with actually pretty good grades, just saying. No, I came in strong, so I was pretty proud about that. And then that's when I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna take a couple months off, I'm gonna work a little later, it's time to focus on my weight. So at the time I was having like missed periods, like, so I was really kind of stressing out. So I went to the gyno, and she's like, oh, well, you know, it's not what you think it is. She's like, you should go see an endocrine. It's probably hormonal. So I went to endocrine, Dr. Anna Boron in Phoenix. She's amazing. Highly recommend her. I told her, hey, I've been really thinking about weight loss surgery. What do you think? And she goes, that's a great idea. But we're going to test you for other hormonal things first to make sure your weight loss isn't hormonal and to see if we can't manage it with some medicine. I was like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, I'll take it. 1 second. Sorry. So did all the testing. Nothing showed up. And she's like, all right, well, let's get you into the IMS, you know, bariatric. And I was like, all right, yeah. That was the end of 2019. I had told my parents, hey, like, I'm thinking about weight loss surgery, and they were super supportive. My siblings, they were younger, so I don't really think they kind of understood what it meant, because they were just like, what? Like, huh? But, you know, they're supportive now, so that's all that matters. And then I was getting ready to start IMS in March of 2020, but guess what hit? COVID. And COVID caused me to get my March appointment to June, so pushing back 3 months. And I was like, oh, God. So, of course, I turned to food because I was stressing out. And I was like, God, this sucks. I'm so mad, you know. It happened. So, started IMS. My nurse practitioner in June, her name's Andrea Stoltz, another wonderful woman. Highly recommend her if you have the chance to work with her. And, yeah, she put me on a restrictive 1,500 calorie diet, trying to help me lose weight. I tried to be more active. I was swimming almost every day. Like, I was doing my own laps in my pool. I had my all into this, because at the time I was not working yet, because I was going to work once closer to the holidays. I had already graduated school, so I was like, I'm dedicated to this, you know, and I was. Anyways, I did start working on my laptop, so I did start a job, and I started to lose a little weight. I got down to about 364, but with all the testing and stuff, it was just hard, and I can do another video on testing and, like, my requirements and stuff for the videos. I can do another video on the requirements and the testing that I had to go through to get to surgery. Anyways, fast forward to December of 2020, I got a surgery date for the 30th, and I was pumped. I'd started my pre-op, and all was great. I was super proud. The only thing I was sad about was, oh my God, we're baking chocolate chip cookies and gingerbread, and I can't even have a taste. I could just smell them. So I was really bummed about that one. But then I got a call about 2 days before Christmas. Like, hey, sorry, COVID's really bad. We have to cancel you. Broke my heart. And I fell off the wagon. It was the holidays, like I said, but I fell off the wagon. And I had started with Andrea, June at 375. Got it down to 364-ish. Then, when they rescheduled me for January 26th, though, a week ago, I was back to 375. Negated 6 months of hard work. So, once they rescheduled me, I told Michael, my fiance, I said, look, like, I gotta do this. I'm gonna freaking do this, He's like, yeah, you are, supportive. So I did another pre-op diet when the time came. I lost about 17 pounds because I completed the pre-op. And then on Tuesday, the 26th of January, I was taken to Westgate Medical Center, which is kind of near the Cardinal Stadium. And I had my surgery. I was terrified. No one was allowed to visit me. Nobody was allowed to be in there because of COVID, so I was alone, which I don't do well alone, as I've proven my whole life. But I did it. Obviously, I can go into more details about, like, the surgery itself, the healing that first night in the hospital, which was, you just had surgery. Major abdominal surgery. But as of today, when I stepped on the scale, I am down a total. So remember, 375 again. I jumped back up there. Pre-op, I'm at 350 today. 350. I've lost 25 pounds in 2 weeks. No, 3 weeks. I'm very proud of myself. It has not been easy. I have been struggling mentally. This has been the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Harder than acing school, harder than trying to graduate, all that stuff. Just, this is killing me, but like in the best way, if that makes sense. But I'm doing good. I feel good, and I have so much more things I could share. I definitely want to make more videos. Like, this is kind of to help me have a video journal to kind of talk about what I'm feeling, because of course there's ups and downs. I'm on an up right now, but with the ups and downs, it's eventually just gonna be uphill. My goal weight, if anyone wants to know, after talking to my surgeon and talking to my nurse practitioner, 175. They think that would be a good size for me. I say size, weight on me, just based on my body. For reference, I'm about 5'4", so if you're ever like, oh, I wonder what I look like, I'm 5'4", and I'm currently 350 pounds, and I'll show you what I look like. Hold on. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to bother my dog. I'll show you in a different video, my body. This is the upper half. But yeah, 350 pounds, 5'4", and I'm feeling great. I see it a lot right here, me personally, but everyone else says I can see it on my other parts of my body. I don't see it quite yet, but, maybe in some time, right? My fiance says he can see it in my back. Obviously, I can't see that, but I'll take the compliment. Yeah. So I go in for my follow-up in 1 week, where I can hopefully move on to pureed or soft foods, because I'm dying to stick my teeth into like a scrambled egg right now, or God, even like silken tofu, just something with texture. The liquid diet's the worst, and I'll go into that in like other videos. But as for now, I have a fruit punch Gatorade Zero. It has 5 calories, no protein, so I added a scoop of GM Pro protein. Has 30 grams of protein, and it's like 58 calories. Shook it up, and I've been sipping on this all day. And I made soup for lunch. I made my own like beer cheese soup without the beer. I just flavored it with like Worcestershire and a couple other flavors. Raw watered it down with some milk, some water, made it really thin, just because I needed some kind of flavor. So that's what I've been doing, but I can go into more videos, recipes, things I've been doing, what my diet consists of right now, like I said, requirements, anything. But yeah, that's my spiel. Thank you for listening.